Hi, welcome to Mark's Basement Arcade. Today on Blast Off, we're going to replace this lockout coil. Well, this is the lock relay. I did these three already. This one I was going to replace, but when I pulled the wires off, it actually tested good. So I go over that on how to ohm test coils in one of my videos. I'll try to link it in the description. And if I don't link it in the description, please tell me so I can put it in, because you probably won't see this video for about a year. It is Monday, June 26th, 2023. So I do a lot of this stuff very early. So yeah, you might not see this for a year. And I might totally forget to link the video on how to ohm coils. Sometimes you have to completely remove the coil out of the circuit for it to ohm right. Because this one was ohming totally bad, but the minute I disconnected the wires from it, it was perfect. So, and then when I ohm tested it, if I closed certain coils, I can't remember which ones, it would ohm perfect. So that means this was bleeding through some other circuit somewhere. Anyways, this one we are going to get to. We're going to put a new coil on this one. As you can see, the wrapper's gone and it's just nasty. We get a brand new coil here. So, and then we're going to pull all the relays off, clean them, and then put new ones in. So first thing I want to do is get the wires off. It just makes it easier to pull them off. When it's hot. There we go. And just as I did that, the bobbin broke. There we go. So that bobbin was garbage, which was good. It probably still works, but as you can see, it is burned from the coil. So we'll get those out of the way. We'll get these two screws out. And then we can get the coil out, which I like doing with just a regular screwdriver. They're usually in there pretty good. Do not lose these. Keep them stacked exactly the same way they came out. Ooh, yeah, look at that. It's all crumbled. The bobbin on this side was totally gone, and this one was partially gone. Well, this one's partially gone, and that one just crumbled away. See? Alright, since we got that there, let's get you stuck back like that. So I want to get this big junk out as far as I can right away. And let's remove the solder right away too. Where's my brush? I am still going to be going through this and vacuuming it, but I'm figured, well, since I got this off, I might as well just get the big chunks right away. Alright, we got that. Screwdriver. Oh, another big chunk. Let's get the new one in here. Here's a quick tech tip. If your lock relay does buzz, unscrew it and see if you can put on a little angle. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. Sometimes you can twist it a little bit. And that sometimes will get rid of the buzz. Or, I'll show you two things. You can take and clean the head of this off. Let's see how bad this one was. This one's got a little pitting on it. Clean the head of it off. This one's a good clean one. And then you can do this. Take a green scrubby and scrub this mating area right here. Get that as clean as you can. It's got a good burn on it. That dust. I'm probably going to be doing a lot of coughing on this video, just so you are aware, because this was a mouse infested game and rodent stuff I am allergic to. There. So usually will make me itch and scratch. That's pretty clean. So you can actually see a wear mark right there from it. So this should quiet it down. There's other little tricks you can do. Rubber bushings, put in there underneath the bracket to keep the buzzing down. Because this just vibrates. It's an electric pulse magnet. And sometimes you can put bushings underneath here when you mount it back down, and that will kill some of the buzzing. Tighten that back down. I'll figure this out. Let's see if I can move it closer. And use my able to flatten it. There. Let's tin these up a little bit. And then this one, I want to put a screw back in, just so I can get the good, correct length. So when I do wrap it back on there, It's got a good length to it, like that. Oh yeah, that turned out real nice. Perfect. All right. Sometimes this camera's super fast, other times it isn't. All right, let's get that back out. Now, what I want to do is I want to get my buzzer and go through all these wires, relays, clean them up, and then we're going to clean up the whole assembly with the vacuum. Now my buzzer isn't a buzzer anymore. As you notice, the switch is different, but it's not a buzzer anymore. Thanks to Dave's Arcade. I guess they were closing these out and he picked up a bunch. And he's like, here, now you got a not buzzer. So thank you, Dave. But this is a Harbor Freight Dremel with an actual Dremel 443-bit. It just buzzes right through all these contacts, real super easy. And they're all cleaned. You are never going to do that fast with your little filing disc, which I don't like to use, or sandpaper, which I do recommend, like 600 grit sandpaper. That will work good. But I don't like filing these because they are not meant to be flat. They are rounded. That's why I use 600 grit paper. The 600 grit paper will do a decent job, but the Dremel works a lot better. Now here's another little thing I want to point out. Why, when you solder in a pinball machine, put something down so you don't get splatter. Do you see it? It's right here. This spot of splatter is actually bridging this contact and this contact. Right there. I don't know how crummy of a job you can see it is. Well, I just knocked it off. I don't know how bad it was doing, or if it was doing anything at all, but it was connecting this and this, both of these together a little bit. So I have seen it before. I have seen it with the wire harness where it was like, because this is cloth, I've seen it where there was a big blob on it and the machine did crazy stupid things. So once I picked all of it off, the machine went back to normal. So watch out for blobs on here, watch out for blobs on your harness, and just keep it clean. And if you do see any, remove it like I just scraped that one off. And that's it. You should have a pretty error-free game then. So now I'm going to do the dusting part with these relays. Just a good, nice bristled paintbrush. And just go over them like that. Creates a lot of dust, so like I said, yep. Coughing. Those are nice and clean. Now, attack your hardest. Yuck. This is just... I got pleasant. Like I said, I am allergic to all that mouse stuff. Oh, God. And from now on, when I get these games and they have a lot of mouse stuff or any stuff in it, I'm automatically charging more. Ugh. They're just very, very hard for me to work on. As you can tell, my voice is different now. They're very hard to work on. Alright, I'm going to vacuum off the top of this stuff. I still have to use that brush because it's hard to get the junk out of the wiring. Oh, jeez. That was horrible. So yeah, I took my vacuum and I put it on a blow mode to blow all the air from in front of my work area away. These should have one screw in them because I I changed the relays last night on them, coils, solenoids. Alright, all the screws are off. So now we can, what's connected? Oh, tube right here. Forgot. Didn't do nothing with this one. I took the wires off and tested it. And it was good, so. That one wasn't in my way. Now we take them and flip them up. Get them out of the way. These two are connected. Now we'll vacuum the back up. Sorry for the noise, but when you're allergic to something, you're allergic to something. Oh, that's so much better. Breathe. Yeah. As you can see, I got a collection of coils there. I'll show them as soon as we get done screwing everything back down. The rodent stuff, it just kills me. I can already feel the itching starting. That's why I woke up right in the morning and I didn't do anything, and I came right down here to start working on this because I know as soon as I'm done I'm hitting a shower instantly. I'm going to get all these screws in these first before I tighten them down. There. Okay. We got two that we're going to be fixing holes. This one? Yeah. So I might as well do that real quick. Fixing a hole where the screw went in to keep the stuff from humming. I will fix you. Do, 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 do. Nope. You are a long one. You go here. Oh, my arm is feeling like it's going to itch. I don't want to scratch it. It's not like the dust or anything, it's just allergic reaction. Well, yeah, I guess it is the dust. You know what I mean? These, I like to kind of like get out of my way. So the factory makes them kind of long. So I kind of like to do that. It gets rid of the length, but it keeps the length. You know what I mean? And I know they will not ever flop in and get mixed into the relays. Alright. I just had a good friend message me and say that she quit, which is sad. Which is very sad. She kept telling me that she was going to come back to work, come back to work, come back to work. And she was like never coming back to work. She was going through a divorce. That's what the dinging on my phone was. Going through a bad divorce. Divorces aren't usually good. Usually they're a good mental strain. But anyways, she was taking it very, very mentally hard. She just told me she doesn't work there anymore. She had to move to get away from everything and start over fresh mentally. Which meant to remove almost everything that reminded her of her husband, I guess. So I wish her the best of luck, and I will miss my friend that I would talk to on occasion. She's a good person. But yeah, divorce is a nasty thing. I know all about it. There we go. Those are just little toothpicks with wood glue on them. I stuff them in a hole with wood glue. I do not need to let them dry. Now when I put the screw in, it will mush all the wood around into the pores. Hi, Comet. Hello. Are you approving my job? Sit. Sit. Am I doing a good job? Am I doing a good job? Yeah, I'm doing a good job. Okay. Are you a good boy? Yeah. Are you a good boy? Yes, you are. Anyways, so, oh yeah, exactly. That's exactly how I feel, Comment. So why I like doing this, because the glue is wet now. As soon as I screw this in, it's gonna mash the toothpick into pieces and spread that wood and glue into the original plywood. Now if you just glue it and stick a toothpick in there, you may have air gaps or something like that. Plus now it's dried and it's hard. So you're going through a hard foreign clunk in there of something. This is why the wet method is the best, because it's wet. You're not breaking anything apart, screwing it into a hard surface. Or what? What? What are you crying about? Yeah, you probably H-U-N-G-R-Y. I can't even say that word. But anyways, yeah, that's how you do that. And let's check the relays. We'll go over them one by one. I will get one think he smells some TREATS that are down here. And that's why he's going. Alright, great comment. So now, since we cleaned it, we may have whacked out some of these. I really don't see any that are really out of whack. There's some I'd like to tighten up. Ah, it's actually better for me to look at the TV. This one I'd like to tighten up just a little bit. There we go. And I probably put it right back in the right spot. Same spot. There. Now this one. That's perfect. This one. Let's put the screws down all the way. Did we go over all of them except for these two? Yes, we did go over all of them. Oh, this one. Notice this one. See how fat that one is? That one's not going to hardly move at all. It's moving a little bit, so I'm not worried about adjusting it, because that one is so fat, that one will not move a lot no matter what. Because that's a fatter leaf. Let's look at these ones now. Same with this end one here. It's a fat leaf. This one's designed to wiggle because you can see the rubber bushings in it. And that one's beautiful too. See how shiny these all are now? Because the brush hit them and cleaned them all up real nice. Except for the back of this one right here. Don't need to clean that because that doesn't do anything. But inside here, right here, see how they both are shiny? This back doesn't do anything, so you don't need to clean that. That's good. What about this one? This one I'd like to tweak a little bit, which will probably make me end up tweaking the other one a little bit. Good. Perfect. Now this is our lock relay. These I tend to tighten up a lot because this relay is always on when the game is on. So see how we got one contact that is on? That's the one I want to make sure is tight, which it is. Because usually these will control lights and stuff like that. But that is tight. On newer EMs, you know, like 70s, some of these will contact and they will control your playfield lights or your back box lights. And when they're closed, sometimes you'll get a bad contact and not your back box or your playfield will flicker. I just had that happen on triple action. But this is touching good. When it's open, everything's off. When it's on, that one is touching really good, so it's doing its job. And then that's it. That is how we clean the board and adjust the relays and get it clean and learn that Mark is allergic to rodent stuff. And these will go in scrap. So cool stuff along the bottom. Give me a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Take care. And oh, look at the stuff in the comments. And thank you for watching the video to the end. And later.